for you. And today we have a training, Team Motivation and Performance. First of all, thank you very much that you devote your time for the training. I know that it's a very tough period. For IT, it's a tough period. You're uploading, implementing a new IT system, and for finance it's closing period. So thank you so much for attending and joining the training. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Natalia. And I came from Moscow office. I'm learning and development specialist, and I was asked to deliver you the first part of this training, Team Motivation and Performance. And this is only the start. So next week you will continue this process. So please don't hesitate. You will have a lot of time to ask your questions today or next week. So it's be relaxed. You will have time.
Sure. Okay.
As you can see, I'm a little bit pregnant. So don't worry, I feel myself good, and baby delivery is in a month, so it's no problem for me to stay and in front of you, but sometimes maybe I will sit.
Okay.
Then I would like you to introduce yourself. Could you please start?
Hello, my name is Alexander, and I'm a team lead of IT department, and I came to this course because I know something more about how to manage my team more efficiently, about team motivation and performance.
Okay, nice to meet you, Alexander here.
Hello, my name is Sasha, and I'm a team lead in finance. My team is rather big, it's 10 people, so that's why for me the skills of team motivation are very essential. So I also came just the same as Alex to know more about how to motivate the team, how to make them get more results
Yes,
quickly.
And how to get things done.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alexander and Sasha. So actually that's good that you are already a team leader, so you will have and you will be able to practice what you've learned during all these sessions and apply it in practice. That's good. Let's start with these words. Team, I think you know what is this team. Team, motivation and performance. What do you think? What is motivation composed of? What is the sense of motivation? We can split a word motor, what is motivation for you in your workplace? Can you think about it?
Yes, sure. It's a kind of team spirit, and when you have a good and friendly relationship environment in your team, so it will allow you to do bigger things, to complete tasks in time. So for me, it's a spirit and trust relationship between each other.
Okay, and what's important, it's something which improved this team spirit, right? Like, for example, your team needs some motor, some
Yes.
desire to do,
Some rush.
to complete your tasks and objectives that you have in front of your IT team, right?
Right.
Yeah. Alexander, what do you think about performance?
Well, I think performance is basically how the things are done. So, if the team deliver on their results, then the performance is good.
Okay.
So I think motivation and performance is good that you put these two words together because they're interconnected. So for me, motivation is a will to do something, and performance is actually how it's being done.
Yeah, exactly. So in simple terms, motivation is what is the difference between when you example, in real life, get up early in the weekends and before sunrise and do something that you really struggle for, which you really want to. And being lazy at home and sleeping all day and doing nothing. Yeah. So something which you motivate you on something that you desire it to perform. Desire to do things. And performance is actually very going close to the motivation. Sasha is right. So it's a process. Performance is a process that allow a team, a group of people, or people at workplace to perform at standard goals and standards, and which company asks it to do something. Yeah.
And I think also to contribute to bigger company success.
Exactly. Yes? Yeah. Exactly. So what we will cover today, our objectives actually. It's very interesting. First, I will let you know, and you will learn some motivational theories. I will start that there are a lot of motivational theories. I will describe you, and you will identify some of the main ones, and how it's contributing performance. So how you can see it in the performance. This motivational theories, how you can apply this in the performance. So this is the first objective. Theories and the link to performance or practice. Let's say practice. The second one, you will learn some key tips on how you will how motivate yourself and your team. So some key tips. So you will go further in the details in the next sessions, but this is and some key tips, key notice you will come from this training to apply in your team. So how we can all that we learned today apply in the practice. Okay? There are you notice that you have some handouts. I printed it for you because there are a lot of information and some details of what we are talking today, and you will come. You can read it right now, or you can come to a bit later. Just to be sure that you have it. So the first theory, the first motivational theory that you probably know is the model of Maslow. Slow.
Abraham Maslow, am I right?
Yes. Please excuse me for my Maslow.
Okay.
So this is the theory, the hierarchy of needs. So probably you saw this pyramid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes like this from here to here. And what Maslow says in his theory actually, so there are 5 levels of needs that personality, the person or employee has in his life. The very first one is like physiological needs. For example, need of food, security, or food, water, something that you really need from your body. So
to be alive, I think.
Yeah,
to be alive. Yeah.
Then the second one is safety. So this is the security thing that the security of your family, the security of yourself, the security of your own abilities, property, and so on. Yeah. The third level is the love or belonging. So all people need to be would like to love and would like to be belonged. So in some society with people, with a team. The next level is esteem or confidence or achievement. So when all these 3 levels are fulfilled, so you will need something more, what? This is the achievements, the improvements, the development, all these things. And the next level, when you are very free, you are healthy, you are secured, everything is fine in your life, you would like to be self-realized, to be fulfilled with, to be linked with achievements, with goals. The goals should be settled and everything should be alright. So it's the highest level of achievements. So what is in this theory two-liner? I think it's because Maslow thought that you can't go to the highest level of hierarchy if you are not fulfilled here.
Oh, okay.
But in reality, what we see right now, some people do not need some security or home or shelter to be happy. Yeah, they, for example, need only to be self-realized through surfing, for example, in Bali or somewhere. So, and they are happy. That's right. Sometimes they come back and they will need some home or more money. That's it. So, it's you can think about this in your practice during your working relationship with people, but it's two-liner. But it's the major one, Maslow. The second one is the theory McClelland 3 needs theory. So this is more interesting because this goes for the power, the power, the need of power, the need of affiliation, and the need of achievement. And the need of achievement. Let's think about it, about these needs. What do you think? What is this need of power? What, for example, think about yourself. Do you need this, and how you think you can motivate a person who has this need of power?
Oh, basically, this is the need for controlling something, to control people, to control your subordinates. And for example, if one has this need of power, then you can provide more responsibilities to him, more authorization to do things, empower him to do more and more.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And that would work. Because
so if you have this person who has this need of power, try giving him more control under his tasks. Step back as a manager and give him the variety of things that he could do himself and control this process, and he will be happy. Next one, affiliation. Affiliation is the connection, is the relationship with somebody, with something. What do you think, Alexander? How you can manage this person who has this need of connection, of relationship with somebody? How you could create the work flow for him, for example?
How? Okay. You need. You can. Sorry. Let me think, please, because.
Sure. If you have a question, please feel free.
Well, actually, if I may, because I have this kind of. I think 90% of my people is basically has this dominant need, and
this affiliation.
Yes, which works is a team spirit.
Exactly.
So they like to think that they work in a very good team, so they work in a very good company. So that's what drives them to do more.
Yeah.
So basically, Alexander, you can manage, try to keep them as a team and give them the teamwork.
Yeah.
So they work together and they will have team spirit and they like to be connected to something together. Yeah.
Yes.
Then the second one, achievement. Who are these people? Who these people with this need, achievement? What do you think? Are you probably the person who needs this, who have this strong need of achievement? Or you have this somebody in your team? Achievement is a need of completion goals that a person would like to challenging tasks. So this kind of need is for people who are very goal motivated in your team.
Yeah.
So what you need to give them? You need to set up challenging goals in front of them, and they will be happy to
And
reach
satisfied.
this, because
Yeah.
they're not only want to do routine things and something challenging, something which is very interesting and difficult to do. So this is the achievement. So this is the three new. So this kind of person, you know now what to do with him.
Yeah.
Also, we have this theory. I like this because sometimes John Adams' equity theory. So this is interesting also. I will put inputs and outputs. So what's interesting in this motivational theory? So every person has its own balance between their inputs and outputs. And as a manager, as a team lead, you need to carefully manage this balance because each person has its different. What kind of inputs? This is about the person. What he does in his workplace, in his activities, in his job role. So this is the effort, the time he gives your company and due loyalty to the company. He serves 5 or 10 years for you, for example. Enthusiasm, personal sacrifice, his time, so everything. So it could be here as inputs.
Yeah.
What is outputs?
Salary.
Yeah.
The first.
Salary first, rewards, some non-financial rewards, job security, what else you can do, praise, recognition,
Bonuses.
trust,
at the end of the
relationship.
year.
Good
Sorry for that,
relationship.
but
No,
I
it's
should
okay.
mention
Yeah,
this
sure.
output,
Of course,
the important
of course.
one.
We expect that we give something, our efforts and what we learn, our knowledge, and something we receive. So here, how you should manage this. So this is interesting theory, and you can think about it because different people have different inputs and outputs. So different things motivates. And when you, for example, when one employee comes to you and asks you for example, for a flexible time working, and you understand that this person is really struggling for the work, and you trust him, why not? Let's give him this flexible time and one day, for example, in a month or 2 days or whatever. But think about other teams, other members of the team. Will they be happy with this? How they will? What will be the perception of this? So you should apply a balance.
Yeah.
Balance is when you provide or give some more outputs to your employees. For example, you because he deserves or she deserves, and think about other staff members. Yeah.
So basically, you need to keep the balance in the person himself or herself. So regarding inputs and outputs, and also in the team as a whole. Yes.
The same as potential pay increase or whatever. You should also think about other team members and think about equity in the team and balance it rationally. Yeah. So let's see.
We're going to discuss the next theory, yeah?
Yes, I will be short and describe some more motivational theories of Dan Pink and his theory of autonomy, mastery, and purpose. And the last one will be the SCARF model. The SCARF model. Again, don't be afraid. You will have the detailed session about all these things as well. So this is just to let you know and
to have a quick overview of
yes,
all
first
theories.
overview. Yeah, So Dan Pink and his autonomy, mastery, and purpose. What does it mean? This is again autonomy, mastery, and purpose. This is the need. These are the needs of your employees, of your team. These are the needs. So what he says is that you should not micromanage your team. And if, for example, a person needs autonomy because each person is different, give him this autonomy. Step back again, and give him autonomy for completion of the task, and that's it. Mastery. Sometimes people would like to be a super expert in something which they do, and they don't want to do the same thing, routines, etc. Provide them learning development opportunities. They will learn and learn more, and they will be more expertise, and they will be more motivated. Yeah. Purpose. Purpose is a very important thing. So purpose or shared purpose when you work in a team, it's very important. Purpose should be achievable, should be challenging enough, but be careful to give different purposes to different people, but align this to your team, department purposes, to company's objectives, to the vision and mission of the company. Yeah. So the last one, SCARF model. SCARF model, this is, the S is for status. The C is for certainty. A, again, for autonomy. R for relatedness. And F for fairness.
Good.
For example, this SCARF model is very interesting. It's created by David Rocks. And this theory is based on the concept of being avoid threats during your conversation and relationship with your team, and creating two-word approach. Because first, you can motivate people very quickly. You could give him, do that, don't do that. You can create some environment, and person will come and try to do because you are a line manager, and he will try to do it. But this is the threat model, and what it says that be toward your employee. Think about how you could do this better. So one employee for one employee you can just say, please, you have this task, could you complete it by this deadline? Another employee needs a little bit more time and explain how this task is linked with the objectives of the company, to see the bigger picture, etc. So think differently for different person. And
Put yourself in his shoes, I think.
Know your person, know your team, each member. For example, I will see you have a question, Alexander. For example, instead asking, why didn't you follow some protocol or some task? Why didn't you? Better ask, what might you do differently next time? How you could do it differently? How could you improve? So this is first one is threat. You threaten person, and the second creating worrying environment, and the second one you create some positive environment. Yeah. Sasha, you have a question, or you would like to add something?
Yeah, basically this is what you have said, that instead of making some negative comments, you should say the same but in a positive way. Because my experience says that negative motivation works, but only in short-term period. But in mid and long-term, only positive motivation works.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
so
agree with you totally.
Yes,
Yeah.
sounds true.
Yeah. So, motivation again. Motivation can be intrinsic, intrinsic, and extrinsic. X internal, X external. Could you think about it? How for the examples of intrinsic motivation? Or let's start with extrinsic. There is external.
Okay, so when you laugh,
Extrinsic.
intrinsic, yes, extrinsic. When you love your job, when you love the task and your job overall, and it's, I guess it's intrinsic motivation.
So inside.
Inside.
In-
So
intrinsic.
it goes
Yeah,
from inside.
So
of
you're
you.
talking about intrinsic, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. This is about love. This is what comes inside of you. This is just what you really do with it because you love it. Extrinsic.
So and what? So outside
This comes-
opposite
This comes from
Which
your
comes
heart,
from,
your heart, and this comes from outside.
from outside. For example.
Outside motivators.
Yes.
What could
Money.
be?
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Money. Yeah, money.
Yeah.
Some.
Some rewards, bonuses, grades.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but be careful. We can't just divide people by intrinsic and extrinsic because what happens in real life? Sometimes person is trying to take, for example, a mortgage to buy a home, to buy an apartment, and he's really extrinsic motivated. He's looking for the more rewarded job, for well-paid job, etc. Once everything is paid, he could concentrate to be intrinsic. So
Yeah.
don't be one person in different situation, in different lifetime could have different motivation.
So it's dynamic. So
Dynamic.
It's not fixed.
Yeah, dynamic.
It's a
Yeah, yeah.
moving again.
Yes. hmm
Mhm.
So, how to motivate others on practice? There are some key principles that you should think. Be consistent. Be consistent what you say. Create a culture of recognition. For example, if somebody is better performing this month, recognize this, giving constant feedback, etc. Not just 1 month. You think, oh, this month will be the rewarding month. No, this should be a continuous process. Be consistent what you promised. Be consistent with your team, and they will trust you. Know your people. So we talked about this. Know your people. If you don't know your people, you can't know what motivates them and how to get them things done. Actually, so this is the key. Be specific. Why this is very important? For example, you think that your one of the team member performed very well, and you have a meeting together, and you say, Katerina, you did a great job. Thank you very much, and you rewarded with a certificate and with a bonus. That's it. So, but what for? What for? So you should be specific and explain the team, explain Katerina why she deserves this, because it could be not clear. So please be specific. Be specific. This will be understandable for the Katerina because she will be more happy.
Yeah,
And
for some particular project,
Yeah.
for example, or
Yeah,
for
because
something that
Yeah.
she has done.
Yeah. So
And this will be clear for the team, for the other team, what they can do to reward this next month. So, and make the recognition relevant. Make relevant recognition. What is this? It's, for example, somebody completes the tasks very well, he did a well job, and then he receives a great bonus. The task was semi-normal, so it was not so much challenging. So don't give a great bonus him that he will find, oops, he will not realize this, and he will not. So this will be not adequate.
Yeah.
Be relevant with what person does and how you recognize. Sometimes only certificate could be applied, and sometimes a big bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes only thank you. But thank you is also
Thank
very
you.
good.
But-
Exactly.
and sometimes thank you on the paper, for example.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately we have not so much time, but I would like to say some few words about motivation of yourself. Yeah. So there is a immediate motivation scheme, like for example. example, morning activities, I'm the best, in front of the mirror, smile, yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's difficult to motivate the team if you're not motivated yourself, yeah?
Yeah,
Think
exactly.
about
Of course.
yourself
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Be enthusiastic, not just tell right things, but do it and show an example.
Mhm.
Have and share clear plans for the day period, so be organized, because it's difficult to be motivated and happy when you are full and you are not organized. Try to be organized. Try to be positive, despite real troubles could appear, of course, but try to be positive.
Yeah.
Inspire trust. Show win-win attitude.
Mhm.
Yeah. In the midterm, please think about who you have. You have, for example, examples of
Mhm.
the team leaders in front of you. Select the people who are highly motivated. These will be your supporters, and you will learn how they do this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Shadow these people, team leaders, leaders of your company, how they do things. Make a notes and try to apply this in the practice. Treat each person as an individual. Don't be like everybody is as one body. No,
Mhm.
individuals are different. Think about it. Strive to progress. Learn how to develop yourself. This will motivate yourself. This will increase your self-awareness, emotional self-awareness, and professional self-awareness. Attend learning development trainings and be engaged in all things.
Yeah.
Be engaged with people. You will learn from people, from their examples as well. Like we are here, for example. Yeah. Create the motivation environment around you. So create positive environment around you, and share with your team as much as possible the objectives, the goals, the visions, and link them to each other. Try to then engage them. Yeah. So this will come back to you. So this is what you will take their energy and motivate yourself as well.
Yeah.
So I think we are coming to the end. Unfortunately to me, because it was a pleasure to meet you. Think about when you come from this training room. Think about some actions, 3 actions, 1, 2, 3 actions points.
Okay.
How you can motivate yourself in your workplace. Yeah, think about it and try to put it in the practice. And then when you come next week and you will see the trainer, you could share how it works like, and probably you have some troubles. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let you know about the outcome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for the good approaches.
Yeah. So summary. So we learned some theory, good theories.
Yeah.
You have in the handouts very useful materials and links to learn some more theories you are interested in. You have key tips on how to motivate your team and how to motivate yourself. Some more information, of course, some details, and try to think how you could apply all these things in theory. For example, take some theory, make some note, and this week I will try to apply this thing. I will try to notice what motivates Anna, for example.
Okay.
And apply this.
Yeah, great.
So thank you so much. It was a real pleasure that you were so engaged and you were so switched to the training.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your answers. And I think see you next week on the next
Thank
trainings.
you.
Yes.
Training.
It was a real
many thanks.
pleasure for us. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And don't forget, if you have some questions or whatever, you could ask me and contact me by email. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Will do.
Yeah. Or by phone. Thank you.